All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the finale, episode 26 of season 3. It has been a very long season, and much of that has, much of the reason why it's been long is because season 2 was one of the shorter seasons at about 20 episodes. So it has definitely felt a lot longer, but I would say in season 3, a lot of stuff has happened, almost more than what we've seen in season 1 and 2. It just feels like so much more has happened in this season, so many more new characters, so many more storylines, so much more progression, and I've really enjoyed a lot of what we've seen. While this season definitely has not been perfect, there are some elements within it and some things I was hoping to see that I didn't see. But, regardless of all of that, season 3 has been much better than I thought it would be going in. Like, I didn't have a lot of high hopes for season 3 going into it. A lot of this coming from a lot of the feedback I had gotten about this third season. But, after going into it with an open mind, I've actually really enjoyed a lot of what this season has had to offer. And I, pleasantly surprised by it, really. Obviously the story, I would say maybe isn't as strong as season 2. Maybe some of the plot twists weren't as big as season 1. But, if we're looking at this season as its own thing, I think that it still has felt like Young Justice. And that's what I was really scared about going into it. And that's what I'm really glad that they've been able to achieve. It still feels like the show that I have really enjoyed since season 1, even if it features new characters. So we're going to jump into the finale of season 3. Excited to see what happens. There's so many plot lines that are still left to be resolved. And so I do have a lot of questions. Not sure how they're going to tie this up in about 20 plus minutes, but we'll see. Before we get into the episode, guys, if you do enjoy the content, you want to support the channel and support me, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new here, want to see more reactions. We have so many more series coming out that I'm really excited to share with you guys. And if you want to see the full uncut version to this video, a link to my Patreon will be listed down below. Without further ado, let's not waste any time. I hope you brought the popcorn as we jump into episode 26, the finale of season 3.
I know the Lamb. Baron Bedlam staged a coup.
Like I said, expected you 2 minutes ago.
Damn, she's like, suit up.
Best. The League's been sidelined by UN Secretary General Lex Luthor.
Back in the Watchtower.
Both sides know a win for Brion and the Outsiders will also...
Wow, Red Tornado.
A loss, on the other hand?
Haven't seen him all season.
The bioships crossing the Vladivin border into Markovian air...
Markovberg.
Moment. McGann's leading Gamma Squad, combining members of the team and the Outsiders, prevent Dr. X from executing those loyal to King Gregor Markov. Meanwhile...
Damn, back in Hollywood.
Boom tube straight to Markovberg to back up Alpha Squad, who are taking the battle right to Bedlam.
Dude, it's gonna be a full-on war.
You're the only person who calls it Batman Inc., but...
Back in Metropolis. Same day.
The players in position.
And we have the inside track on their every move.
Then all goes as planned.
This will be a complete debacle for the Outsiders, proving what I've been saying in the media. All heroes and metahumans must be registered and regulated worldwide.
Wow, so this is all the...
And Infinity Incorporated will supplant the Justice League.
While the light...
Wow, why is he so petty?
I bet Waller would love to get a brain implant in the Dark Knight.
Indeed.
Nah, that's crazy.
We believe the outcome worth the sacrifice.
It's crazy to think she's still working with them.
You are to publicly kill Garfield Logan.
What? Why Garfield? Now, I was not expecting that. Like, I always knew, I was questioning what Tara's motives were, what she's after, but never, this is all an attempt to defame the League and the Outsiders? Damn.
Yeah, me.
He said, run those hands. Look who it is. Count Vertigo.
So, a meta invasion of my native land.
I'm telling you, if she kills Garfield, I'm quitting this show.
Because of you!
I feel the tug, child. A feeble thing.
Damn! Oh no. They said, let's film this. So I wonder if Barba has...
There's no Superboy here to save you now.
He said, don't worry about me.
They've got a new family now.
Let's go.
All
Damn. Nah, Garfield needs to go to the gym or something. Even in his strongest forms, he's getting bodied by everybody.
Vertigo's down, sending Tigress and Halo to Alpha.
You know what's crazy is that Vertigo can so easily be taken down, and yet he bodies them every time he sees them. He said, "You're not going anywhere."
Betrayed crown and country!
Damn.
Stop. I surrender.
Nah, that's Cap.
Surrender is too easy.
Brion is right. Bedlam caused all your misery.
Wow, so he's just using her. What the hell?
Deathstroke?
How does she? I thought this channel was secure.
How long have you known?
Known? Known what?
Wow.
Since before we found you. Batman had surveillance on Slade and could tell from his micro when he said you'd washed out of the League of Shadows.
You knew I was still a shadow?
Oh, she's with the League.
They'll betray you. Like your uncle. Like Case.
I have been betrayed.
Wow, dude, they knew the whole time?
Their lives to save me. Treated me with kindness and respect. Made me part of their
The tools they use to make you weak. I taught you to be strong.
We wanted to show you there is a you can be forgiven, Tara. The choice is yours.
Damn, she's like, I have choices?
Damn it, Tara, listen!
She's like, you're done.
While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. Well, on the other end of this line, now we know, Mr. Secretary.
He said, got your ass.
Why didn't anyone tell me this? Here he is. Who are these others? My prince!
Oh no.
That war criminal escaped!
He said, you're not going anywhere.
It is over, Baron.
He says, why do you keep running?
Is he dead?
Did he really kill him? But at what cost? Your boy really killed him.
What happened? Oh, Brion.
Nah, dude, that's actually diabolical.
You crossed a line we don't cross. You murdered that man.
Damn.
Criminal. Well, you hypocrites allowed a murderer to walk free.
Vulnerable child. Brainwashed. Stockholm syndrome.
No. There was no control chip on my neck when I killed Marlowe.
And she took it. Wow, dude, they say we do things differently around here.
They know what I did was just, and so should you. It nearly betrayed us all.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Heroes don't do what you did. The people would disagree. Would you condemn a soldier in war? You'd call him Varonis, a hero, and I'd call this hero Karalis.
But Gregor...
Kings make hard decisions for the sake of their people.
Nah, he's got to be sus too.
But Gregor isn't strong enough for these times. The strength to rule Markovia, with the full support of the military.
Listen, I mean, yeah, he definitely...
After murdering our king and queen!
Sphinx! Briones!
I mean, it's tough. It really is. Like, obviously, you know, he shouldn't have killed him, but at the same time, like, homie he was responsible for your mom and dad being, you know, killed. So
Admit the truth to yourself.
it's like, you know, it's not, two wrongs don't make a right, but
My brother is a man of great patience. But that is not what our country needs.
Brion, you cannot betray Gregor.
Unlike you, I betrayed. Gregor's 16 minutes is no justification for his rule.
wow.
Markovia needs a king who is a hero. Sister.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
That I cannot do.
Fine. Halo, join me. Rule beside me.
Nah, this is some Anakin Skywalker nonsense. Like, he's like, yeah, I just killed all these people.
Please.
Join me.
So be it.
And that man's about to become their biggest problem.
Your heroes out of my country at once.
I mean, he got what he wanted. That's actually crazy. Back in Hollywood. Back in Metropolis.
Things could have gone worse.
Oh, please.
Could they?
As far as I'm concerned, Infinity Inc. has already ascended.
As you can
Infinity Inc. I don't know how I feel about this.
files prove that Secretary General Lex Luthor has defied UN regulations by continuing to secretly run LexCorp. He's exploited its resources to operate his own meta-human trafficking chain. Control chip favored by the infamous Bedlam Syndicate.
Wow.
And control Infinity Incorporated.
One day after...
Damn. They said, nah, we putting you in the ground.
wait, I'm being told Secretary Luthor is making a statement.
That was fast.
Fake news, and I resent even addressing allegations from meta-vigilantes like the disgraced Black Lightning. We will soon change the international libel laws.
About what you're doing, son. I am not your son.
Damn.
I am the Superboy, a genomorph, a clone made from the combined DNA of Superman and Lex Luthor.
Wow.
Superman should he perish. To destroy him should he turn from the light. Lex Luthor's light. I'm more than that now.
Back in Geranium City.
In Secretary General Lex Luthor.
An embattled Lex Luthor, now facing indictments, has been forced to resign as Secretary General of the United Nations.
That's actually huge.
Fans worldwide have kept the Outsiders and the League trending highly positive across social.
I guess justice is back in fashion.
I see what you did there.
To actual cheers from the crowd below.
Wait, turn the sound back on.
In other news, the Markov has ended at The Hague. The judges of the World Court have taken the many princess's abduction into account and released her into the custody of her brother.
I mean, they really did King Gregor dirty. I actually feel bad for him.
The Outsiders.
Back in Markovberg.
Please, Your Highness. We all deserve a second chance.
Is it the doc? Nah, I don't want to see the doc. Nah, she's been sus all season.
Thanks in no small part to our newest member's influence.
Yes, well, I'm no Martian. Limited meta-psychic ability does come in handy too.
I knew it.
Their own worst impulses.
I knew homie was sus.
Darkseid and I rattled sabers at each other over our mutual sense of betrayal. We aired our differences.
Damn.
So we must prepare while keeping eyes on this Halo.
Wow, so she's a big piece of this.
Jefferson.
Wow.
0-1.
Glad you could make it. Gladder still you're staying in the game.
Yeah, well...
You sure about this?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
We've had successes, failures, compromises, deceptions, and betrayals.
It is now clear that despite our best intentions, we made a mistake.
Wow.
As do I.
What?
Stepping down as leader of the team as well.
Which means we need a new leader. One who has consistently acted as the conscience of the League.
Jefferson.
All current Leaguers present and in favor?
Aye!
And aboard the Javelin?
Aye! Whoa, 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 I don't want
Kinda need you to take it.
He said, no, I'm good.
I rejoin the team. Team works for the League. I work for you, boss.
Wow.
We all believe
Jefferson,
correction.
the new leader?
Our enemies. We will keep our covert team. Not for the sake of it being covert, but because it affords our young heroes a place to learn out of the spotlight. Like the outsiders, we must live in each other's spotlights. If we think
Only impulse.
swinging on our own terms, but in the long term, we will not fail. Holding firm to our principles will guide us to an honorable victory. Now let's get down to business.
Dude, that's actually kind of huge. And probably the most perfect, you know, pick for the new team. I still can't believe homie, like I wasn't expecting that from Brion. And Brion actually surrounded himself with the worst individuals. One homie working for the light, the other one a crazy possessed, you know, obsessed psycho mom. And now he's got Infinity Inc. like working for him too. It's crazy. Oh. Was that for Luther? Luther Corp? Wow, dude. All right, guys, there you have it. Episode 26 of season 3, also known as the finale, as we see many of the overlying threads that have been kind of forming throughout the course of this season come to a head in one final conflict. And, you know, much of the season has been about outsiders, people getting kicked out of their home. And one of the first people we see get kicked out of their home is obviously Prince Brion. Now, never did I expect him to go down the route that he did. I always knew he was a hothead. I always knew he was someone that was just one bad step away from the wrong side. But your boy really hit an Anakin Skywalker moment where he fully embraced the dark side and said, no, I'm going to kill my uncle for being sus and I'm going to take my throne. And then had a moment of asking multiple people to join me in my new empire. It was a real Darth Vader moment. I couldn't help but see Star Wars in this moment, and it was actually kind of insane. And so it's you know, it only gets crazier from there too when we see him join forces and actually bring the dock back into it. And you know, you look back at that situation and it's like, yeah, he got his throne, which is really what he wanted the whole season, but at what cost? At what cost, Brion? And so that was a whole crazy thing. Seeing Jefferson become the new leader of the League was a moment that I was also not expecting, but it makes a lot of sense. Jefferson was always probably the most, you know, conscious person, you know, in terms of morality of this season, almost even more so than Superman. And so to see the members who have been running in secret make the right decision and take themselves out of leadership roles because of the decision that they made to hide crucial information from other League members was a really, you know, really powerful moment. And to see Jefferson step up and introduce a new light, no pun intended, for the, you know, the remaining members was actually really huge. I'm excited to see what this new life looks like under the rule of Jefferson, what exactly the light is still working on. I was really hoping that the light was actually going to come face to face with the members of the League and they were going to have a big showdown. Finally, once again, the light is still scheming in the shadows, adding new members. You take one head off the snake, another one grows up in its place. And so, you know, I will say this. If I'm being completely honest, I am getting sick of the light. I really am. I want to see something else. You know, they've been building this stuff season after season. And I think the, you know, the story plot that they've been building is really interesting. But I am at the point now where I do really want to see new people. I want to see a new team. I want to see new characters, you know, new villains. We're still fighting the same people. It's Lex Luthor and Queen Bee and all these other folks that for some reason they can't seem to track down and take off the board. And, you know, obviously, you know, I think I have enjoyed the story beats that they've been presenting, you know, with the light. But, you know, again, I was really hoping that at the end of season 3, they would find a way to, work outside of that. I've enjoyed this season. While this isn't a full review, I will, my first impressions, first thoughts is that season 3 was one that I wasn't expecting a lot from, but it delivered some new stuff. It delivered some new characters that I really enjoyed. I loved the whole Outsiders theme. Forager, easily one of my favorite characters. Even till the end, I was never the biggest fan of Prince Brion, but I also, come to look at, his character progression as a whole. I did really find myself enjoying how the character was progressing, starting off as this hot-headed, it should be me kind of Prince mentality to actually someone that became rather selfless, and even in the moments where he made wrong decisions, he still did them with the right kind of, with the right intentions behind them, wanting to protect his family, wanting to protect what's his and protect his home. And by that, Prince Brion definitely made the right choices, but just did them in the wrong way, where I think they could have still taken could have taken the bad guy off the board without killing him, so definitely interesting. But outside of that, Halo, that whole arc was really interesting. The plot twist with the doc was one that I wasn't it was one that I kind of was expecting, because the doc seemed sus ever since the beginning. And so, the moment where she reveals that she actually is a sick, twisted psycho, was one that I was like, yep, I definitely saw that coming. All in all, I liked what this season did. I liked what it presented. I liked, even the stuff that I didn't really like. I liked that they took chances with this season and its plot and its new characters. And it feels like everybody got a chance in the spotlight. While I do miss some of the older characters, and, seeing Batman and some of the OG members of the League, I did really enjoy the new stuff that they brought in and the complicated plot twists and things. Was it as good as season 2? No, I wouldn't say so. But I wouldn't say that by any means it was a bad season with nothing reputable about it. I actually really enjoyed what they brought here as a whole, and there's a few episodes in this season that I would actually watch again. So overall, season 3, not too bad. Now, I do plan to do a full review where I talk about the many aspects of this season and kind of rant with you guys about many of the things that I liked and didn't like about this season and things that I hope to see going into season 4. But for now, I will say this: I did enjoy this season. I did enjoy many elements of it, and I can't wait to see more. So at this point, guys, we have one more season remaining, and between that, we're gonna jump into this. It's a Green Lantern series that I'm excited to jump into, and we have a bunch of other shows, Daredevil, and a bunch of other shows that we're gonna watch before we get into season 4. So it may be a little bit before we jump into season 4. Hopefully, you guys will stick with me through the new shows. We've got Suits LA that I'm excited to watch. Hopefully, I'll be watching that with you guys as well, and so many other shows that I can't wait to share with you guys. So hopefully you'll stick with me through those experiences. I would love to share them with you, and hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys along for the ride. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.